Nita's Cooking Mantra. Today is yet another recipe video. I'm going to teach you a wonderful recipe today. You would see that we are making a pan cake. This is one of our signature cakes and a sure winner. You are going to love it. So just stay tuned. I'll show you how to convert your vanilla mother recipe into this beautiful pan cake that is everyone's favorite. So let's get started. So let's start with the batter now. So I have everything sifted and measured. Like I always tell you that you need to sift your dry ingredients always and measure it properly. You must have learned it already in the class. So let's get started with the batter, right? And I have everything written the recipe, and I'm just making a half of it. If you want, you can right away double the recipe. So I will not be mentioning the recipe to you. You can find the recipe in the description of this video, okay, like all the other videos. So let's just put in all-purpose flour, then we have our granulated sugar, okay, then we would need baking powder and baking soda. Baking powder, and baking soda. Okay, so after putting these four ingredients, you would want to mix it nicely so that your baking powder, baking soda, flour and granulated sugar is mixed well. Okay, I always try and give you, like always as beginners, I give you one bowl recipes, and till date in the 7 years of experience I prefer using these recipes. These are my professional recipes that I'm sharing with you all, and you must have seen the reviews of this cake also on my Instagram. I had just made a cake which was like a tambola theme cake, so you can go and see the review out there. Okay, so after this you need to put all the wet ingredients one by one. So we will be putting the oil, any refined oil, okay, which has like no flavor of its own. Then you can put in curd, don't mix it yet. You can put your milk, and then the magic ingredient in this is this. Can you guess what it is? This is betel leaf, which is pan. That is what we call in India, right? So these are around 6 to 8 pan. You can mix it in a mixer grinder or just churn it anyways with 1/4 cup of milk. Okay, so this is what is going to give it that only flavoring. I don't prefer using only flavor. Like you might use only flavor and color, but this is really going to lift the taste of the pan cake. The real leaves, okay. Now you can mix it with gentle hands. Just go round and mix it nicely. One direction. Do you see the color already? Yeah, it is greenish in color. Can you see this? At this point of time, what you can do is you have to add a little green color, because this is a pan cake. So like I always tell you, I prefer using this color Splash Premium Color Mist colors. So see, the shade is yours completely. You want a darker shade, go for a little more. You want a lighter shade, then you can use less green. But whatever color you put in your batter will become lighter. I think all of you know by now. After baking, it will get a little 1-2 shade lighter, right? So suit your color accordingly. I would want to put some more. And we have this pan essence. You can put a little bit of pan essence, say around ½ teaspoon, okay? So only essence, you can use only essence, but I prefer using betel leaf paste. Along with that, a little essence, pan essence. I'm using a Fab essence now. I'm not very brand specific. You can use any good brand that suits you. I mostly prefer using Osoro, and I prefer using only the Span flavor and pineapple flavor from Fab. Okay, so see, do you see the difference in color? Yeah. So I will just mix a little with my hand mixer. Before that, I would preheat my oven. Let's just preheat it. So, अच्छा ठीक है, फिर से टेक लेते हैं यहाँ से.
छोटे वाले में सही आ गया.
फिर इसको खाली कर लो. छोटे वाले में जल्दी कर लो. नीचे नाश्ता जाके. प्रीहीट ही कर लेते हैं इसको. Do you see the color? The difference in color? So I have already put my oven for preheat for 10 minutes. Okay. Now what you can do is, you will see that there are lumps. So to get rid of these lumps and also see some flour that is not mixed, you need to use your hand mixer. So just one mix, not much. That's it. You won't see me ever, mixing again and again and again and again. I don't prefer doing that. I will only mix until the ingredients are incorporated, and I will not overmix, because overmixing will activate the gluten of your cake and it is going to make the cake really hard and dense. You don't want that, right? Anyways, it's an eggless recipe and you are putting in everything that is that doesn't have eggs. Eggs help in rising as the rising agent, and we are not using that. So you will need a 7-inch pan, cake tin. Line it properly. You know how to line it, right? And just pour it. You don't want to waste any of the batter. Okay, so it's gone. Now just tap. It's good to go in the oven. So we will just wait for the oven to get preheated, and then I will put it on the tray and put it in the oven. So our pan cake is freshly out of the oven. So I've baked it in my Bajaj Majesty at 170 degrees for 40 to 45 minutes. Okay, so this is how it looks, and I will just allow it to cool down now and cling wrap it and keep it in the fridge, and then do the rest of the work tomorrow. Okay, so stay tuned. So after the cake was baked, I took it out. It would look like a little brownish, that you can see the color here. It will look like that from all over. Okay, so what I have done is I have trimmed that off, and I have trimmed the sides also, and I have torted it also. See, you have learned all of this in the initial videos, right? So I am not going to repeat that again and waste, unnecessarily increase the time of the video and waste your time. Okay, so because I want to keep this as a naked cake and I want to keep it as it is, I just want to do a little filling inside, and I don't want to frost it entirely, because if I frost it, it's not going to look like a pan cake anymore, right? So if you want to frost it, you can go ahead and do that, but what I would want to do is basically I want to make it as a more like a naked cake. Okay, so I have these layers. See, I've torted both the layers and it looks green inside. So this that you can see is the beetle leaf. Okay, so all the leaf, like most of the leaf, rises and it comes to the top part. So I have trimmed it. I have trimmed the side so that it looks green, because I'm not going to cover it through and through. So let me just start building the layers. Okay, so I am using whipping cream. So you can add a little pan flavor or gulkand flavor into the whipping cream. I want to keep it as it is, so I want to take a little bit and put it on the base of the cake so that the cake holds. Okay, I'm just going to flip it and put it like this and just press it with light hands. Okay, and do a generous kind of a frosting inside. Okay, so at this point of time, see, I have gulkand also. This is gulkand. This is store-bought gulkand. You can make it at home, but at this point, what you can do is you can make whipping cream and you can put in gulkand inside and make like a stir it nicely and it will become a frosting for a filling also. But I don't prefer doing that. What I prefer doing instead is putting one layer of this white whipping cream. You can even color it. You can even color it to green. Okay. So that is going to suit the color of the cake inside. Okay, just a little bit, not too much. Just a little layer. I can already smell the pan in it. So after doing this, you can put in the gulkand. Be generous in the filling, okay? Just spread it nicely in the center and use. See, it's already looking so pretty. It's a very good combination actually. Spread it nicely. See, I want to put a dollop on the top also. So I am not doing a lot of filling inside. Otherwise, you could have done a complete layer outside also. Inside also. I will color this into green. So you can do the inside also green, okay? If you want this white portion, you could have done it green. But the red thing looks really nice on the white one and with the green. So I don't usually color the entire frosting into green. So this is what I want to do. This is done. And I will just place the next layer on top. Just like that. Okay. Press it gently. Okay. And I'll just clean up my station and come back quickly. So I've cleaned up my station and whatever crumbs was there, okay. So this is where we had stopped. So now this frosting, I would want to convert it into a little green. So I prefer using this color splash colors, right? You know that. So not too much. See, I'm putting in a few drops and then I want to see how it looks. A little more, I think. See, the color is completely yours, okay? It will depend on your taste, your choice, the client's choice mostly, because they are paying for the cake. So when you're mostly making for your clients, so it will completely depend on what they want. I also want to mix a little yellow with this. Okay? See, when you put green, it is going to give you such kind of a green, okay? So when you put a little, drop of yellow, then it will brighten it up. Say 2-3 drops, not more than that, and a little more green. Okay, so I have put around, you can say 7-8 drops of green and 3 drops of yellow. I like it. I don't want to make it more green, okay? This color I like. You see this? Okay, so this is the color. Can you see this? Take a little dollop. And like I said, I don't want too much. The sides also. Be very gentle because there are a lot of loose crumbs on the sides because I have trimmed the sides, okay? If you don't trim the sides, you will not have a green nice color. If you want to have a green color, then you can trim the sides, but then you will have a lot of loose crumbs that you need to get rid of. Okay, so as I always say, grab your bench scraper, take a little frosting on the bench scraper. Can you see this? And now see the magic. Okay. Do you see this? Right? Again, put the frosting where you think there is none, and just with slow hands. Take a little more. Extras. We don't want a lot of frosting. We want to taste the pan. See, if your client wanted a lot of frosting and your design calls for a lot of frosting, you can go ahead. Don't say that ma'am did not do a lot of frosting, so we cannot do a lot of frosting for the pan cake. See, anyways, this cake is not on order. I'm just making it for the video, okay? So that's why I prefer less frosting. So I don't want a lot of frosting in this. I'm making a naked kind of a cake. Can you see some more gaps? Yes, I think there are a little more gaps I can see. So whenever you see a little gap, you can fill it up like this, okay? My oven is always running. Okay, can you see this? Nice. I think I'm happy with this. Just fold it with your bench scraper or palette knife, whatever you can get hold of. Okay? And just do it this way. Lightly, just fold it inside gently. You don't need to do a sharp edge or nothing. Right? And I will just clean the station once. I need a tissue paper. So before popping it in the fridge, just give it a nice clean. Tissue paper or a cotton cloth. Whatever you can find handy, okay? So this will do, okay? So now I just want to do a quick kind of a design. So I'll just put in a dollop here. That's how I want it to be. Let me use the entire dollop. Why waste? Okay, and I have rose petals. These are from my garden. Okay, so this is all washed and cleaned. put some in the body also. Sorry. See, so pretty, and you can put some frosting also, you know, on the sides if you want, anything of your choice. When you are doing a naked cake like this or a semi-frosted cake, doesn't have a lot of swirls and a lot of roses. All the cakes will not have roses, okay? Just a tad bit of it. I don't want to do it like more into this cake. I'm happy with how it has turned out, right? So this, then you can pop it in the fridge for some time, say half an hour, and then it is ready to serve. I hope you really enjoy making this one and serving your family or your clients. Happy baking!